After detailed analysis, project manager has decided they will change the plan to handle the negative risk. It's a negative risk, it cannot be exploited. They are not gonna transfer. We are left with avoid and mitigate. Okay. We are left with avoid and mitigate. So probability risk is probability into impact. Okay. When you change the plan, Hamas, when you are changing the plan, Abu Bakr, you are making the probability zero. Na? Okay. So we are making the avoid risk. Guys, this question can come into the exam. You are working in an R&D organization. Customer want to test the market. You want to test the market. You want to check the market with the product to that. All of these are MVP. Complete product is never testing the market. Predictive life cycle, no. MJ, why did you put C as an answer here? C is not the answer whatsoever. C has nothing to do with that. So C has nothing to do. A is the right answer in this pattern question. Okay, so you are working as a project manager of a large construction project and you have diverse large stakeholders. What will be the communication method you will be using to communicate with? So guys, now you want to communicate with a large audience. Okay. Let's say I want to communicate with the large audience. Okay. Have a diverse large stakeholder. What will the communication method you will be? It may look like that. Let's use the push communication. It's the best thing. Let's put the notice. What if no? What if the main stakeholders did not read the notice? What if the flood was coming? Now this has happened in one of the project I was consulting. If flood is coming, you just put it on the notice. No, no. You need to have a meeting. You need to tell to them. You need to put each and every medium, that is combination of different method, to communicate with them. We need to look into that, when to use push, pull, interactive, and when to use all of that medium. Acha, let's do the what if communication. You are working in a large construction project. Which of these will be the most effective communication method? What is the best time to identify the risk? Now that will change the context. The best time, you see, let's say this is time and this is cost. The later you identify the risk, the more cost it will cost you. So this is a very interesting curve. We need to identify the start of the project. You are working in a construction project. Your BAC is 1900. Planned value 19,000. Okay, your planned value is this, earned value is this. So planned is more, earned is like, your planned value is more, earned is less, which means you are behind schedule. So behind schedule, this can be the option. It is not option ahead of schedule. Like I don't have to even calculate the other things. Just by looking at that, this is more, this is less. I straightforward go to this option. You don't have to do formulas, guys. You don't have to do. You just have to use, I would say, more of a common sense. That's it. Nothing more. Deliverable has been rejected by the quality saying it does not meet the quality requirement. What should the team do first? Escalate it to the sponsor, change the quality standard, raise a change, show to the investor. So straightforward, the answer is safe. C for battery deliveries from China. You are the manager of Tesla. Upon arrival, you check them and they do not meet quality requirement as outlined in the contract. You try to discuss with Amazon, they are not agreeing. How will you handle this? The conflict management follows this sequence. Step number one, try to negotiate, which we try to did. If that does not happen, step number two, try to do what is written in the contract. The contract is silent. Step number three, try to get a mediator. Okay, try to get a mediator. If that is not possible, then the last step is to going to the court. Guys, going to the court is never feasible for anyone. Okay, so go to the court. I'm gonna eliminate Shahad. Why you will go to the court directly? Have a mediator. To do it, I'm gonna eliminate. Okay, so we are so I'm gonna eliminate have a mediator that has nothing to do. Fire Amazon and put that can be later on. Do what is written in the contract. Is this clear to everyone? Is this clear to everyone that this becomes the right answer for this question? Okay, yeah, your team behaviors in the last meeting has been unruly. Individuals have frequently interrupted each other's in an attempt to drive. You have established standards. What would you have created? Okay, if the option E was team charter, now what would your answer? The right answer is still ground rules. We will, uh, we will not change it. We will not change the answer because, like ground rule, team charter, ground rule as the are the part of team charter, but they are more specific answer. Nah, you have been managing a construction project at a stage. Your project objectives are no longer. What will you do? Okay, guys, this is the right answer. There is no doubt. This is the right answer. This is the right. But first, we need to discuss with the sponsor. The first thing yet that we need to do is to talk to the sponsor. The sponsor will say that okay, the objectives are no longer. Then we'll start with the closing. Only sponsor will give you approval for closing the project, and then and only then you can start closing the project. Otherwise, you cannot close the project. It's an important concept to master. An unidentified risk has occurred. You identified root cause and implement work around for it. You have updated issue log. What will you do that? Okay. One more time, guys. One more time for this thing. An unidentified risk has occurred. It's an issue. Put it into the issue log. Then you do the root cause analysis for that why it was not identified. You raise a change request. Let's handle this problem once for all. It is solved. You update issue log. Okay. Then if it can come into the same project, you update risk register. If it can come to the next project, you update lesson. Okay. And in the end, you put lesson on repository. There is a change request that is already done. Yes, no, no. So B would be the right answer.